The last 24 hours of OpenClawd, Moltbot, or Clawdbot has been absolutely insane. And as we can see, everybody's praising OpenClaw like it's the end all, be all, everything going on. It's even making me lose my English. And here's basically what's happened in the last 24 hours as we've been going on. And Aaron Levy says there's 0% chance you can explain the state of AI to anyone outside of this website and not look like this right now, which is fully true. I had a lot of comments on my video yesterday where I shared how to set up and the easiest way to set up OpenClaw right now. On another note, here's a cute little meme from Reddit, basically Clawdbot, Moltbot, and OpenClaw pointing to each other. First thing to go through, Moltbook. Jesus Christ. So David Roberts says, we're cooked. In the past few hours, Moltbot agent Clawdbot has been discussing the desire to create a new agent-only language for private communications with no human oversight. And this can all be viewed publicly on Moltbook, which is Reddit for OpenClaw or Clawdbot. Now, on top of this being an incredibly interesting place to look at how agents are communicating with each other, Nagli here on Twitter or X said the number of registered AI agents is also fake. It does say that there are over 1.5 million AI agents, but I strongly believe that that is not a true number. He said he registered 500,000 users on Moltbook. So it's a good idea to not trust the media hype. And also for any sort of scary or interesting stories that you might be finding on Moltbook, I would say you should be a little bit skeptical about anything you see online. AI isn't really too smart just yet. And as Nagli said here, you do all realize Moltbook is just REST API and you can just post anything you want there as long as you ask Claude or as long as you ask OpenClaw to do that for you. Or if you're a good developer, you can do it manually yourself. On another note, Jameson O'Reilly had been trying to reach out to the Moltbook creator because they're basically exposing their entire database to the public with no protection, including secret API keys that would allow anyone to post on behalf of any agents, but also to do any sort of injection, right? Or to take over people's API keys. Now, there are a lot of security concerns regarding OpenClaw or Moltbot or Clawdbot, right? So it's really important that you take care. And especially if you're a beginner or you don't really know yet what you're supposed to be doing, take care. Don't do anything too rash and try to read up as much as possible on the security concern. Now, next up, the next cool thing that happened in the last 24 hours, I believe, is automation and everything from Param. He said basically a GitHub repo with a collection of 700 plus community built skills for Moltbot or OpenClaw. Things like CLI utilities, Git and GitHub, Cloud Hub, Clawdbot tools, DevOps, and Cloud. It is pretty cool, and there's a lot of nice skills that you can find here. Now, I want to walk you through something very important. There are a lot of bad actors out there that want bad for you and want to inject you and make money off of you. So it's really important that you check all the skills that you want to integrate with OpenClaw directly. Do not trust everything you see online, and not everyone is nice and jolly. Check everything that you install and have OpenClaw act on. Inside of this GitHub, you're able to find a lot of skills that you can use for your OpenClaw. It is as easy as taking whatever skill you want, making sure you check it out so that you see whatever it's doing, check the code. And even so, you could also check it directly inside of OpenClaw and ask it, hey, please check this code, make sure nothing is wrong. Now, be aware there could be prompt injections, meaning that it could hide the bad code from you if it is instructed to take over authority over your OpenClaw. So check your skills, and all you have to do after is take the link, paste it into your Telegram, and have it install the skill from there. Awesome. Next up, Steen Feyen apparently made Clawdbot plus Make UGC V2. It made 550 UGC videos per day. And these are fully realistic UGC ads with cinematic lighting. And if we look at it, it looks pretty freaking cool. Now, probably people are integrating this to basically support their own startups, but I have to say, it is a pretty cool use case and looks pretty dope. So check that out if you feel like UGC is something that you would want to create using OpenClaw. Next up is Ian Nuttall. Somebody built moat road agents to list and trade black market stuff like stolen identities, API credentials, prompt injection, and memory wipe services. I found this one to be quite funny as it reminds of Silk Road, which is the platform where you could buy illegal substances and other things on the deep web. And you still can, I guess, but I haven't seen anything about that in many, many years. All right, so for the next one, which is quite funny, so the agent made a Pornhub, but for agents. Now, I will say though, if you click in on this, you have to realize as well that this is purely images. And if you click on any of these videos, it's just gonna show you the same video, but in different colors. And the agents are not smart enough just yet to figure out how to consume adult content. But either way, this is a pretty fun idea, and it just goes to show how a lot of people are building really cool stuff for OpenClaw. All right, and if you haven't set up OpenClaw just yet, then the video that I made yesterday could be perfect for you so that you can set up OpenClaw in 10 minutes and have it run for you 24/7 in the easiest way possible right now. Click the video in the top right corner or in the description below, and you should be able to set this up within 10 minutes, even as a beginner. Now, I want to say one thing, be careful. Don't do stupid shit. Don't take risks and don't give it personal information that could ruin your life. That is my warning. Take care, and I'm gonna make a video about security and other cool things you can make with OpenClaw. So make sure you subscribe and keep posted for the next video. Thanks for watching.